that miss some letters. Basically, you need to understand the first thing, the trick or the tip to use in completing the missing letter in reading and complete. And then you type as much as you can some words from the sentence. To mean, for the first time, make sure that you have
Gana action, ni ushaka kwega indimi. Gana action, ushaka kuba umusirimu. Gana action.
Welcome to Action College online class. Today you are with Teacher Elijah, the teacher of International Certificates in Action College. You've been asking yourself that, or you have the dreams to travel, to study, and to work abroad. Yeah, worry no more, because one of the documents that you are requested to have, the Action College has allowed that opportunity for you to gain those documents that are needed. We are not like spend much time, but the documents that we're talking about is international certificates. In these languages, most of the time, they are based on English, the ones that I deal with, to mean when you need to travel, to work, to live, to study in English-speaking country, mostly when you are from the country that doesn't use English as the first language or it's not your native language, you are requested to present one of the certificates that really certify that you can really speak English. So in those certificates, they are really different, but mostly let me mention about those three. We have TOEFL, we have IELTS, and we have Duolingo certificate. These certificates are really three options that are most of the time provided to different universities for those who want to pursue further studies, and for those also who want to work and migrate in English-speaking countries. There are three options that you need to have. Then most of the time, you will have like TOEFL for those who want to travel to work, to study in the US. The TOEFL really comes at the first position or the first rank, and then IELTS is really the second at time. When it comes to UK, IELTS is the one that comes really first, and Canada also, and Duolingo can be the third option to both countries that you want to travel in. Then as they really differ, but today we are going to deal with one of those. You can ask yourself that why do I have, or why am I talking about those different certificates? And on my screen today I have Duolingo. Basically, Duolingo is going to be our concern today. We're going to understand or to have some tips in to tackle different tasks in Duolingo certificate test. So Duolingo is of two kinds, but today we are going to focus on DET. DET stands for English, Duolingo English Test. In Duolingo English Test, they have to test your 4 skills of the language. When we talk about these 4 skills of the language, we are just talking about listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So don't feel like you can really score those 4 sections. Really presents that you are really capable or you have the ability to use English when you have really scored the highest scores in those 4 sections. Then for this Duolingo, the overall score is 160. You need like the graded out of 160 to mean like each and every task which is provided there has the range of marks that you have to score. Then for today, from different tasks, 19 tasks that are in Duolingo test, today we are going to first of all focus on those ones which are really a bit complicated, and some of the students, they feel like they are stuck and they can't really make it when they try to tackle on those like tasks that are provided in the test. Those tasks that we are going to have today, I'm going to give the tips, the strategies of how to work on them, and then you try to score the highest score. We have read and complete. Read and complete. This is the task which is testing your ability to read. Read and complete, you will be given a paragraph that has the words that misses some letters. If you find a word that misses some letters, basically you need to understand the first thing, the trick or the tip to use in completing the missing letter in reading and complete. You have to first of all focus on the clues. The clues, these are the words, these are the letters that starts a certain word that you have to consider them for you to complete the corresponding vocabulary. Then, it's really hard to make it when you don't consider the whole paragraph. This paragraph has the title. So before reading, for you to have the right answer, you have to make sure that you have read the title, you understood it, and then you skim through the paragraph to understand what it's all about. How do we skim? This is one of the techniques which are used in reading, and you need to make sure that you have skimmed. In skimming, we focus on topic sentences. Mostly you will just focus on the first sentence and the second, and even you jump to the last sentence to get a general idea of what the paragraph is all about. And then there, you will try to back, and then you go sentence per sentence, and then you read. When you reach on that word that misses some letters, please make sure that you have to know how many letters does the word miss. If you find that the word misses 3 letters, make sure that think of the letters that can complete that word, and there are only 3 letters. When it comes to this, you have to make sure that you understand the 8 parts of speech in English. These 8 parts of speech in English includes nouns, includes pronouns, includes adverbs, includes verb, and includes adjectives, and etc. Then here, before filling the missing letters, you have to make sure that you have categorized a certain word that is really missing there. To know the exact word that you are going to work on, if it's a verb, a noun, or adjective, you have to consider the 2 parts of the sentence. When the position where the word that misses some letters is, we have the words next to that word, and we have a part before the word. Means like you try to connect it together. That part next to the word that misses letters and the part before that word. There gives you a sense of categorizing and choosing where you're going to find the letters that misses. If it's a noun, for example, we can be having that after the missing letters, we have a noun. Mostly you will likely to use adjectives, because as we know the importance, the role of adjectives in a sentence, mostly you will find that they are really describing a noun or clarifying, adding more information about the noun. So you mainly now have to check in the category of a certain adjective that has the clues, or that begins with a certain clues that which are provided when you are working on the missing letters. And then for another section, or for another task which is provided, it is listen and type, or listen and write. Here it is in the section of listening. Here most of the students, that test takers who want to pass this test, they are a bit stuck also. In listen and type, most of the time on the actual test, you are given 3 to play the audio 3 times. What you do for the first time, if you pray, to pass or to give or to write the sentence as it is stated in the recording, you have to make sure that you are getting what they are saying. How do we do this to pass or to write the correct sentence? You have to make sure that for the first time, if you are given 3 times to play the audio, make sure that for the first time, play the audio, and then you type as much as you can some words from the sentence. To mean, for the first time, make sure that you have listened. After listening, you type many words from the sentence which is stated. For the second time, if you play for the second time, make sure that you are correcting and inserting the words which are missing. For example, the sentence can be that every Saturday the rain rains heavily. And you find that for the first time, maybe you have typed and you have really wrote every Saturday rain heavily. And then you find that there the sentence is not complete, it lacks some words as it is stated. Then you pray for the second time, as we are missing rain and every Saturday, make sure that you are now inserting those words. The third time is the sense of like proofreading. Proofreading, how is it done? You just play the audio and then you use the cursor to check if what they are really speaking is what you have written. So as we can really have more explanations and really practices to pass a Duolingo test or to have a guide on how you can do that, Action College is open. The doors are open for you. You're most welcome to really have the more clarifications about the more tips, the more practices for you to pass your Duolingo test. Thank you for being with me today. Don't forget that your success is our priority. Action College really welcomes you all. Tell one, and then a friend to tell a friend that Action College is here with international certificates, opportunities for you to study, to work, and even to live in English-speaking countries. Thank you.
Gana action, niba ushaka kwiga indimi, gana action, ushaka kuba umusirimu, gana action.